Okay, so let's talk about agriculture in Zambia so that you understand a bit more before we talk about the women. Agriculture contributes to 20.4 of the gross domestic product for Zambia, so that's quite a lot. And it's very important for the livelihood of the people, of course, and food security. And it is a major source of employment. Agriculture employs about 85% of the labor force. So it's really significant. Let's talk about the women in agriculture. So in Zambia, agriculture is really dominated by women, as in many countries. So most of the women, though, would be small-scale and medium-scale farmers. But in general, on the agriculture scene, in Zambia, we have more small-scale and medium-scale farmers who are actually feeding the nation as compared to the large-scale. So there's a lot of that, what can I say, buying of a lot of the food from the small-scale farmers, putting it together for either export or local consumption. So the general challenges for women in agriculture would be the low income. So in Zambia, what a person would get, say somebody who has a degree and has gone maybe a diploma, would be about, say, 15,000, 20,000 equivalent Canadian dollars annual. That would be sort of the kind of pay. I mean, of course, the cost of living is quite lower, much lower than here. So it's kind of balances out, but it's not too much. And then the high unemployment rates don't help as well. So when people have their income, it usually goes to what needs to be paid, the bills. It's very hard for people to invest. And also the increase in pest incursions lately has been a big challenge to a lot of farmers. We've actually seen a few farmers, like when we had the tomato problem, we had a few farmers go out of business. They just stopped and switched to other crops because that pest was resistant to most of the pesticides that were available on the market. So the other general challenge I would say is market access issues. So there's limited enforcement of policies promoting local products. So sometimes you have investors come in and they want to set up chain stores and they say that, okay, the supermarkets we set up, we're gonna bring our own produce. So that puts the local farmers out of business. So there are some policies that are trying to stop that, but the enforcement is very weak at the moment. So sometimes you find our local farmers missing out on that. And also when it comes to SPS, that would be sanitary and phytosanitary standards, people are very reluctant. Some people, because of, I think, awareness issues, find it too much to try and meet certain standards to export, and they'd just rather take the easy route, sell local. So that is also, I would say, a challenge. So in the public and private sector, the government and the Agriculture Research Institute have put in a lot of policies that are going to assist the farmer if you want to set up your business. And there's also the ease of doing business that has come up lately. So as I was introduced as I'm a marketing and research manager of Woods Empire Investments. So this is an eco-friendly agro-service company. We are trying to bridge the gap and help the farmers that don't have market access by buying their produce and taking it to the supermarket. So we're basically packaging it for them and taking it to the supermarket. That way they have some market access. So our target is women, and because we've been working in agriculture for a while, we know where the vulnerable women are who need to have that market access. So that's what we've been doing. And at the same time, encouraging them to use sustainable methods, that's integrated pest management and other eco-friendly ways of farming, so not necessarily organic, but trying to promote reduced use of pesticides. Social media, of course, now is a big opportunity. There are some people who are selling their stuff. They don't go anywhere, they stay at home. People are learning to do that in Zambia as well. So that's great for them. And there are WhatsApp groups to train on this pest or that pest. So that's really, really helping. So visit Zambia finally. Thank you.